The United States is located in North America, Iran is located in Asia, and Russia is located in Eurasia. Joe Biden is the current President of the United States. Ali Khamenei is the current leader of Iran. And Vladimir Putin is the current President of Russia. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States. Tehran is the capital of Iran. And Moscow is the capital of Russia. The United States has a GDP of approximately $26.85 trillion. Iran has a GDP of more than $367 billion, and Russia has a GDP of more than $2.06 trillion. The United States has a GDP per capita of at least $80,034, while Iran's GDP per capita is more than $4,251, and Russia's GDP per capita is more than $14,403. The United States has exports worth $3.02 trillion. Iran has exports worth $13 billion, and Russia has exports worth $380 billion. The electricity production of the United States is 4 million gigawatt hours. Iran has a production of 363,000 gigawatt hours, while Russia has a production of 1 million gigawatt hours. The United States has a population of at least 339 million people, while Iran has a population of approximately 87 million, and Russia has a population of over 141 million. The United States has a total military manpower of at least 149 million personnel. Iran has military manpower of approximately 49 million, while Russia has 69 million personnel. The United States has a total population fit for military service of at least 123 million people, while Iran has approximately 41 million, and Russia has over 46 million people fit for service. The total population reaching military age annually in the United States is 4 million people. Iran has more than 1.40 million, while Russia has at least 1.27 million. The total number of active military personnel in the United States is 1,328,000. On the other hand, Iran has more than 610,000 active personnel, and Russia has at least 1,320,000 active personnel. The number of reserve military personnel in the United States is 799,000, while Iran has more than 350,000 in reserve, and Russia has at least 2 million reserve personnel. The paramilitary force of the United States is 0. Iran has more than 220,000 paramilitaries, while Russia has at least 250,000 paramilitaries. The United States has military expenditures of at least $831 billion, while Iran has military expenditures of approximately $9 billion, and Russia has military expenditures of more than $109 billion. The United States has external debt of at least $20 trillion, while Iran has external debt of approximately $8 billion, and Russia has external debt of more than $500 billion. The total foreign exchange and gold reserves of the United States amount to $716 billion. Iran has more than $127 billion, while Russia has at least $632 billion. The purchasing power of the United States is $21 trillion. Iran has more than $1.31 trillion, while Russia has at least $4.07 trillion. The United States has a total fleet strength of 13,209 aircraft, while Iran has approximately 551 aircraft, and Russia has a total of 4,255 aircraft. The total number of fighter or interceptor aircraft in the United States is 1,854 units. Iran has more than 186 units, while Russia has at least 809 units. The total number of dedicated attack aircraft in the United States is 896 units, while Iran has at least 23 dedicated attack aircraft. Meanwhile, Russia has at least 730 units. The total fleet of transport aircraft in the United States is 957 units. Iran has more than 86 units, while Russia has at least 453 units. The United States has a fleet of 2,648 training aircraft, while Iran has approximately 102 units. Russia has a total of 552 units. The total number of special mission aircraft in the United States is 695 units. Iran has more than 10 units, while Russia has at least 145 units. The United States has an aerial refueling fleet of 606 units, while Iran has approximately 7 units. Russia has a total of 19 units. The total fleet of helicopters in the United States is 5,737 units. Iran has more than 129 units, while Russia has at least 1,547 units. The total number of attack helicopters in the United States is 1,000 units. Iran has more than 13 units, while Russia has at least 559 units. The United States has a total combat tank fleet of 4,657 units, while Iran has approximately 1,996 units, and Russia has a total of 14,777 units. The total number of armored combat vehicles in the United States is 360,000 units. Iran has more than 65,000 units, while Russia has at least 161,000 units. The United States has a self-propelled artillery fleet of at least 1,595 units, while Iran has approximately 580 units. Russia has a total of 6,208 units. The total number of towed artillery pieces in the United States is 1,267 units. Iran has more than 2,050 units, while Russia has at least 8,000 units. The United States has 694 multiple rocket launchers, while Iran has approximately 775 units, and Russia has a total of 3,065 units. The total number of warships and submarines in the United States is 472 units. Iran has more than 101 units, while Russia has at least 781 units. The United States has 11 aircraft carriers, while Iran has none, and Russia has 1 unit. The United States has 9 helicopter carriers. Iran and Russia do not have such units. The total number of submarines in the United States is 64 units. Iran has 19 units, while Russia has at least 65 units. The United States has 75 destroyers. Iran does not have any, while Russia has 14 units. The total number of frigates in the United States is 0. Iran has more than 7 units, while Russia has at least 12 units. The United States has 23 corvettes. Iran has more than 3 units, while Russia has at least 83 units. The United States has 5 maritime patrol ships. Iran has 21 units, while Russia has 122 units. The United States has 8 mine warfare vessels. Iran has 1 unit, while Russia has 47 units. The United States has 13,513 airports, while Iran has 319 units, and Russia has 1,218 units. The United States has 1,815 merchant ships. Iran has 942 units, while Russia has 2,917 units. The United States has 35 seaports, while Iran has 4 units, and Russia has 8 units. The workforce of the United States is 164 million employed people. Iran has more than 27 million people in its active workforce, while Russia has at least 72 million employed. The United States has 6 million kilometers of roads, while Iran has 223,000 kilometers of roads, and Russia has 1.28 million kilometers of roads. The United States has 293,000 kilometers of railways, while Iran has 8,000 kilometers, and Russia has 85,000 kilometers of railways. The annual oil production of the United States is greater than that of Russia and Iran. The United States consumes more oil than Russia and Iran. Iran has larger oil reserves than Russia and the United States. The annual natural gas production of the United States is greater than that of Russia and Iran. The United States consumes more natural gas than Russia and Iran. Russia has larger natural gas reserves than Iran and the United States. The annual coal production of the United States is greater than that of Russia and Iran. The United States consumes more coal than Russia and Iran. The United States has larger coal reserves than Russia and Iran. The total land area of the United States is 9 million square kilometers. Iran has more than 1 million square kilometers, while Russia has at least 17 million square kilometers. Iran has a smaller land border compared to Russia and the United States. Iran also has a smaller coastline compared to Russia and the United States. Russia has more waterways than the United States and Iran.